You ever have one of those hair days where you're not really sure what you want and it's not a good or bad day, it's just a day? I'm having one of those, so it's just like this, I guess. Greetings, worry travelers and fellow story gremlins to the reaction sleepover. Apparently I don't know how to breathe. This is the series where we get cozy and react to stuff. I'm forgetting my intro too. Today's a great day. And two things, if you have any stories you want to share, wedding or otherwise, link in the description, pointed the wrong way, or email me. Usually I do that the other way around, but here we are. And then number two, I want to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments and like indicate that it's for the Q&A. Q&A. Someone asked me a question a while ago and I was like, oh, what if we did a Q&A? It's been a while. But yeah, without further ado, grab your cozies and snackies. Let's head on into it. Doopy 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 doo. You know, before I started recording, I was singing like the wedding march. really getting into it today. We are spoiled in this one because we have the story, of course, and then we have screenshots of texts. Are you ready? Because I am. If you're having any tea with your snacks, you don't need it. You got all that you need here. Am I overreacting at my unhinged mother-in-law who canceled the hotel booking made for our honeymoon? Probably not, unless it's because she made a nicer reservation, which could go one of two ways. Peace. One of which may not lead to peace. One, it could be nice, because if it's like a nicer thing, then great. But even if it's nicer, not knowing what's going on in the background, not knowing that the plans are changing, could be irritating to brains like mine. But it looks like we should read the actual text first, and then we'll read the screenshots. As the title reads, my dearest mother-in-law stealthily canceled our honeymoon hotel reservation. For those of you who don't know, I posted on Reddit a few days ago about how my mother-in-law and sister-in-law went behind our backs and invited their friends to our wedding after we explicitly said no. Ooh, I might have to ask you for that story too. Complete the saga. This incident happened about a week ago, and just a few days after that, my mother-in-law lied to the hotel reception, making a phone call to cancel our honeymoon suite booking. Did she do the fake voice and all? Mustache included? Doesn't matter if no one's gonna see. It's part of the scheme. She and my father-in-law were visiting Chicago. Chicago! You are cultured if you know that reference. Where we live for 10 days to see their son. My fiancé mostly stayed home during their visit to make the most of their time together. A few days ago after breakfast, mother-in-law asked to borrow his phone for an urgent call to her church. Did mother dearest lie? How ironic that it's a lie. I'm assuming it's a lie. I'm assuming it's the call to the hotel. Ironic that it's a lie of a phone call, so then she does have to call the church. She just had to call later to confess her sin. Claiming her network was out of range. Nothing about it seemed off, so obviously he handed it over. And then she spent the whole rest of the day playing Snake. Snake? Is it called Snake? I think so. I never played it, so that's where I'm uncultured. Our best guess is that when she called the hotel, pretending to be me, and told them we had to cancel because we were postponing our trip. What? Excuse me?
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
Since the call went from my fiance's number and she claimed to be me, the hotel had no reason to question it. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and you wouldn't think to like check the phone call, like for the phone number of the hotel, assuming like it's recognizable, like you remember it's for the hotel. But yeah, there wouldn't be any reason to question at that point. Cancellation went through on 3/28, and they even sent a confirmation email to his email, which was used at the time of booking. Yeah, that was totally gonna go by unnoticed. Again, I'll give benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was trying to plan something nicer, but if she just did it just cuz, then I don't know. We've been super caught up in the thick of our wedding preparation, so he hasn't been getting time lately to actively check his emails every day. This morning, while looking through his inbox for a vendor detail, this cancellation mail caught him off guard. For the first half an hour, we were absolutely dumbfounded with 1,000 questions in our mind. They call the hotel, ask them questions, and they're like, yeah, you only get 20. You only get 20 questions to figure out this mystery. After that, I hang up and you are banned forever. When we called the reception to check, they informed us everything I mentioned above. They said that I, who apparently called them, I got a doppelganger now? What's happening? He even told them that the reservation number and check-in dates for final verification. Why? What is this lady's plan? It was a very straight answer. It's mother-in-law. We figured out the mystery, now let us back in. Imagine they still didn't. Because there has been no one over at our place in the past 10 days who could have pretended to be me and pull this off. Weird. My sister-in-law and her 6-year-old kid are staying with us because of her marriage issues. That's a whole other drama, but she's been at her friend's place for 5 days now. When we planned our honeymoon last year, my father-in-law was the one who suggested this very hotel, so mother-in-law obviously knew about it. What has changed your mind? But we kept on wondering how the hell did she get the reservation details the reception asked for? After this, my fiance rang her thrice. Not once, but twice, but thrice. Answer me these riddles 3. Why did you pretend to be me? That's part of the 20 questions too. They only answer in riddles. But she didn't answer, so I texted her. She responded like a weirdo. Answer me these riddles 3. As you can see in the screenshots. Oh, excited to read those. And my last message didn't even get delivered in blue. 3 hours later, she finally called us when both of us raised hell on her. She tried red herring us with her BS, but after realizing we were on the verge of disinviting her from the wedding, she finally accepted what she did. What? What is going on? I wonder if we'll get an actual reason or if it's gonna be a BS one. When we asked her about the reservation details, she said she got it from my fiance's email when he gave her his phone unlocked for making the call. Okay. Fake effing story she tried to sell us was that she wanted to surprise us with a honeymoon suite at an even better hotel as a wedding gift. Of course, none of us bought that nonsense, and my fiance counter-questioned her for details of the supposed new hotel. Which it would probably be a lovely story if this were actually true, but I mean, apparently, it's not. I'm sure I'll read more about it. She started fumbling. We were suddenly in the middle of a football game. Spat out the name of some godforsaken random hotel in Rome, and dodged the call saying she's babysitting our nephew at the moment. Okay. We just called the rando hotel, which is our wedding present, you guys. You guys. And why am I not surprised there's no effing room booked under either of our names, let alone suite? The only thing I could say there is if it was true and she was like in the middle of booking it, I guess, because it seems like the hotel is real. But even under the guise of it being like a surprise, I don't know. You never know in like one-sided stories. Maybe she really was trying to plan for it. Maybe she was in the middle of booking the suite. Wait, but did she say... Wait a minute. It doesn't say that... So like the mother-in-law wasn't saying that she had already booked it, but that she was wanting to. So again, maybe I'm giving too much benefit of the doubt, but it's like, it could be possible that she really was trying to do that, but I don't know, man. We tried booking ourselves again at Hotel X. X marks the spot, which we originally booked and our suite's already gone to the person next in queue. We tried settling for other rooms, but they said May's the peak season in Europe, so they can't accommodate us at the moment and will notify if something opens up later. See, and that's the thing, even with that benefit of the doubt, it's kind of like, well, if she really was trying to do it, she should have taken care of it already, and then canceled the booking from the other hotel. Again, going along this benefit of the doubt, maybe that was the intention. Like, the intention was to just, like, cancel the other one and then make this other one and then surprise them. But it could also be possible that perhaps there was some sabotage happening. I really want to hop on the next flight to Ohio right now and go nuclear on her. So reading the actual Reddit post itself, you could probably argue, in fact, like, I'm wondering a little bit, like, oh, is it that weird if she really was trying to make it a surprise? But we still have the text to read, so let's see. Blank tried calling you thrice. Can we talk whenever you have a moment? Hello, yes, I'm quite occupied right now babysitting blank. I just have one question. Yes? Did you cancel our hotel reservation? I am sorry, which hotel? It was weirdly robotic. I am sorry. Which one? And blank. The one we booked for our honeymoon. I am not sure if I am catching up. Let me call you once blank is home. Yeah, it is a little weird to be like, which hotel, when it's probably pretty obvious that there's only the one. The question's pretty simple. Did you cancel it or not? Why did we get a mail from the hotel saying a cancellation had been made under my name? I don't get it. Are you upset the booking is canceled or upset because of having it canceled under your name? Huh? Sure. It's pretty obvious. As obvious as it could be over text that it's not the greatest thing. But why are you, like, dancing around the answer? Just answer if you did or not. Because that's the thing. If this really was, like, trying to be a surprise, that would actually be the time to reveal it, I guess. Because, like, if it really was going to be a surprise, when were you planning on doing it? Unless it really was just sabotage. Blank, you're still not answering me. Let me call you once I'm free. The cancellation was made 3 days ago from blank's phone, saying it's me. Only you were here then, so the timing kind of speaks for itself. Huh. See, that's the interesting thing, like what I was just saying, that the text itself in the Reddit post, like, you could argue, in fact, I kind of have been because of being curious about it, like, what if this is just, she really did want to make it a surprise, but that she's not done it the greatest? Because, you know, that happens. Sometimes, like, things you plan don't go how you want. But then once asked about it, like dancing around the answer, when that could have been a reasonable time for you to be like, hey, I wanted to do this for you. Or even, like, just could have been honest about it and went like, yeah, like, I wanted to surprise you with a better hotel and I'm working on it. You know, something like that, right? Because it's like, why, unless you had a specific time you wanted to reveal the surprise, why not just say that? Instead going to this assumption of like, oh, are you upset because it's canceled or because of it being canceled under your... Like, that's not what they're asking. It's very interesting. I'd be very curious to see what you guys think. If it... Is she just sabotaging for no reason? Or do you think she really was trying to make it a surprise but has just gone about it the wrong way? Because depending on the argument, you could say perhaps there's overreaction, but at the same time, here's my thing. Either way, I don't think OP is overreacting because it's still weird at the end of the day to not only just have this rug swept under you, especially in the wedding planning process. Like, that would be stressful to just see this cancellation email and we're like, what is this? And to have no word from, like, the mother-in-law who clearly did it, you know? And then when asking her about it, she's like dancing around the answer when you're just trying to get a straight answer. Like, at the very least, it is not an overreaction to be like, this is weird. Can you just communicate with me? Yeah, if it really was a surprise, very much mother-in-law could have handled it better. And if not, if it was just her being a turd, ma'am, are you all right? Interesting. That was an interesting one. Just a really weird standoff. I hope you got resolution on that. You know what, though? I don't know what the other story says, but they mentioned that there's another story they posted a few days before this, where there was also some turd blossom behavior. So, maybe not. Because, yeah, it was like the mother-in-law and sister-in-law invited their friends after they said no. Follow the breadcrumbs, I guess. And yeah, if there's history of the mother-in-law not being the most cooperative person, probably not an overreaction. Hopefully OP was able to, you know, process those emotions as needed because, yeah, feelings are valid. And hopefully able to resolve it in a way that was healthy and productive for them and their relationship with mother-in-law and everything. Which, you know, sometimes means that you just have to, like, you know, accept that it is what it is with them and that you can't change them, because that's valid too. Hopefully you're looking after yourself, because that's what you deserve. Because if it started to turn into like a whole brawl, that could verge into like overreaction. But like the feeling itself, being frustrated by this, I don't see as an overreaction. You got this. I believe in you. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Now this one isn't wedding related. It's just a short one that I just thought was funny. I was accidentally staring at someone for like a minute through their car. You know, when like you're fixing your hair or something. Or just staring off into space, you know, you're staring into the void, dissociating from the troubles of life. And then you realize you're staring at someone and you feel so awkward after that. Like, oops, didn't mean to personify you as the void. I woke up from a 30-minute nap and decided to open my window. I live on the first floor of my apartment. Oh, you know what? It's because car is in the title. I thought this person was in their car. Just staring at each other through their car windows. I live on the first floor of my apartment, and right outside my window is the parking lot. I was just kind of looking around and then just stared at an empty parking spot, just mentally waking up. There was a black car in front of me, but the entire windshield was reflecting the sun towards me. I genuinely couldn't see the inside. Oh no, that person just seeing you from the window they're just like, oh. Apparently the theme of this video is just a weird, awkward standoff between parties. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a hand waving or something. Oh no! I immediately freak out and walk away. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I would just stay in my apartment the whole rest of the day, and I don't know what I'd do. Just pass out from embarrassment, because I would simply stop breathing because I'd be afraid of existing in that moment. The second I do, the car turns on and a seconds later drives away, still making eye contact. They probably noticed me open my window and were watching everything. But I was staring at the spot right next to them. I just hope they aren't people I know. I have coworkers living near me. I think I would die if that was the case. Ugh, they just torture you forever when you're at work. I have a few pointless stories saved, I think, because I came across this sub and I was just like, that's funny. Just pointless stories. I mean, as the description says, where storytellers of all kinds share the stories that no one really needs to hear or just don't fit in anywhere else. We need to hear them because, you know, that's life. Sometimes weird things happen. It's like that scene in Umbrella Academy where they're crossing each other in the cars. Oh, that's funny. We've all been there. And then, I always like to do my feel-good finale, and if I don't have anything in the moment, I just turn to memes. Look at this one. This one's so cute. It just says, me at my best friend's wedding, and it's a series of pictures of the couple, and then what I assume is the maid of honor is like playing with the veil. And she's just like wrapped up in it, and it's really cute. That's adorable. Apparently the theme of this video was cowboy standoff for some reason. No resolution, just awkward things happening. I hope in the wedding story they got resolution because that's weird. I hope if it was a surprise, the mother-in-law took care of it, or if not, hope everyone's okay. Lots of question marks this video. And then last week I was debating between two comments I wanted to include, you know, for a comment of the video. And so I'm gonna go with the other one I was wanting to do because I loved it so much. It's by Marina Scott 5481. You are a real one. I really appreciate you every time you comment, and you're just so consistent here, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. But it just says, lovely, closing the bar tonight and listening to a wedding comp from Poco. Great way to end the night. I love that. And it's both like awesome, but also so weird knowing that people are like watching me and listening to me. Like obviously, duh, I know that's how it works, but it's just like really thinking about it. Like I had this image one time, just thinking about someone watching me like on their TV or something, and then I do the edit where it's really close up to my face. Thinking that someone's doing that, like someone's watching me on their TV when it's that kind of edit where it's just my face really close up. Like what? So I appreciate you guys enjoy my tomfoolery, especially you, Marina. You're a true gremlin. But anyway, yeah, that will be it. Thank you for joining this latest sleepover. It's been fun getting back into wedding stories. I'm very excited by the idea of the Wedding Story Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to keeping that going. And I'm gonna try, because a goal of mine is to be able to upload twice a week, and I'm working up to that, and to still upload on Fridays, and those will just be maybe another reaction sleepover, so sometimes we'll just get that double feature, or times where I want to upload other things. We will see. I hope you're doing well, but if not, I hope this video has brightened your day at least a little bit. If you have any stories you'd like to share, you can either email me or there's links in the description. Please do. I like my stories. It's kind of fun that my channel is just, no matter what kind of content I'm making, it's usually involving some kind of story. I love it. I've always been a story gremlin. But yeah, love and appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for being so supportive, and everyone who's new here, welcome. I hope you stay. And yeah, that is it. Take care of yourselves and each other. Do your best to be a good human, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Go have your own awkward standoffs.